hinder the word, man. You know, because there's nothing hidden that should not be revealed. You know, for a time, an appointed time, this truth is hidden. Now it's being revealed, and that's why the devil wants to stop it by any means necessary.
Here, I'll flip it around so he can see it. You know.
You know, by any means necessary, man. The devil wants to stop this truth.
To the head apostles of Great Millstone at Rubel. Peace and salutations to y'all Yakim out there on the highways and byways going this word abroad, all around the world, all around the country, through the spirit and power of our Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Oh, you know, as you can see, you know, things are getting more tense, things are tightening up, you know, the Most High sealing this thing nice and tight, you know. Now, you know, they're talking about, you know, extending the quarantine or the shutdown another 10 weeks. You know, that's just gonna even agitate and make the people even go more crazier. Because right now people are already losing their minds right now. Because there's no jobs. You know, they're losing their jobs. They can't work. They can't go out and socialize. You know, they have to be confined to their homes. Well, you know, it's only just gonna get worse. This is what they want, because they want the people to lose their mind, so they can have an excuse, you know, to bring in martial law, to bring in these Gurgers, you know, to bring other civil unrest. You know, they want civil unrest to happen, so they can have an excuse to come in, to kick down your doors, separate you from your families, and all this other stuff, you know. Everybody got a precept?
Second Ezra, chapter 16, verse 11. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua shall threaten, who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence.
That's right, the Most High shall threaten, who shall not utterly be beaten down into powder at his presence, you know. When these prophecies start speaking, when the Lord said that this is going to happen, that's the Most High speaking. You know, he's speaking to his men. You know, who are his men? The brothers out there, you know, from the head apostles on down, and other brothers that other camps out there that may not be affiliated with GMS, but still out there teaching the right doctrine, teaching the same doctrine as GMS. You know, those are the brothers out there on the highways and byways preaching this word. You know. So the Most High speaking to us, we're prophesying the downfall of America. We're saying America will utterly be destroyed by way of thermonuclear missiles. But before that happens, the major prophecy has to come to pass, which is that chip, the RFID chip. And if you take that chip, you're gonna die. You know?
What?
If you receive that mark in your right hand or in the forehead, you're gonna utterly die. You know, if somebody could get Revelations 14 and 9, I believe.
That's right. Revelation 14:9. And the third angel follows them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and
I'll
receive.
repeat that up. Kind of read it louder.
And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. He shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb.
Yeah, I see the scripture that said with a loud voice.
Yeah, come. Can you read that one more time?
Loud voice, brother. Then the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High.
That's right. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High. You know, if you receive that mark in your right hand on the forehead, you're gonna drink up the wrath of the mark of the Most, the wrath of the Most High. Continue on.
which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. They shall
And
be
what is the Lord's indignation? Righteous anger. The word indignation means righteous anger, you know? Poured without mixture. Go ahead, on.
And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb.
That's right. You know, what is that fire? That thermonuclear missile. The thermonuclear missiles that's going to hit America. Because simultaneously, the elect is going to be beamed up in them ship, in the chariots, you know, and we're going to be looking down, you know, at America burning, you know, at America utterly being burned and hit and utterly destroyed by these thermonuclear missiles, you know. That's what it means by the presence of the holy angels, because we're all going to be looking down at this place, you know, as this place is burning, by way of those chariots, you know. That's going to be our main deliverance. You know what I mean?
Proverbs 21 and verse 27. The sacrifice of the wicked is abomination. How much more when he bringeth it with the wicked mind? A false witness shall perish, but the man that heareth speaketh constantly. And we're speaking constantly these words of prophecy while we still have the platform to do so. All right, like they just clipped down our video from the main channel, 2 Witnesses. You know what I'm saying? Now we're on the backup 300 on this brother's channel. We're coming full force. You know, all hands on deck. You just have this car. I got on the camera. You just passed by us, man. Drove by us because they're compassing the saints to the Most High right now, man. And they're about to come down on us, man. We're on the forefronts of this war. All right, we're in a time of war. And Esau's the one that is, just like Cain, he brought a sacrifice, but wasn't accepted by the Most High. Because why? It wasn't the meat. It wasn't the main source of the substance. It was just something that you can grow again.
Pretty much it was unrighteous.
It was unrighteous.
That's what it was. It was unrighteous. You know? That's why the Most High didn't accept it. But here it is. Cain, he was given a chance to get it right, but instead, you know, he committed more wickedness by killing his brother Abel, you know? So he did wickedness on top of wickedness, you know? That's Esau, you know? Because Cain came back as Esau. Because when Cain did that after he killed his brother, you know, the Most High cursed on Cain. He cursed him with leprosy. Not only that, but he also cursed him, you know, by way of the earth, you know? He said that he now tells the earth that it shall not yield forth their script, you know? He cursed them, you know, even in his kingdom. Because here it is, you know, he doesn't even follow the land Sabbath because he's trying to get passed by that curse that the Most High put on him.
He's trying to see like he's acting like he's kind of doing it.
Yeah,
like
correct.
right now, everyone's up, everyone's quarantined, everyone's shut down everything. It's a man Sabbath. But really it's wicked. And the Lord's not accepting that.
That's right.
I gotta piece up real quick. Genesis 4:2. It's like verse 2. And she again bare his brother Abel, and Abel was a keeper of sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground. In the process of time it came to pass that Cain brought forth the fruit of the ground and offered unto the Lord. And Abel, he also brought of the firstlings of the flock and of the fat thereof, and the Lord had respect unto Abel and to his offering. But unto Cain and to his offering he had not respect. And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell.
That's right. His countenance fell, you know, because he was angry at the fact that Abel gave a more acceptable sacrifice, you know. Here it was, you're supposed to give a sacrifice by blood, you know, which that's what Abel did. But here it is, he wants to give a sacrifice of ground, which is nothing, which is not tainted to the Most High. So here it is, the Most High gave him a chance to get it right, but he refused. You know, he ended up killing Abel. You know, so that same hatred that Cain had for Abel came back in the reincarnation. He came back as Jacob and Esau. You know, so that hasn't changed. You know, that same hatred, perpetual hatred that Esau has, it all goes back to the womb. It all goes back ever since, you know, Cain and Abel. You know, That's how deep this thing runs. That's how the hatred of Esau has for Jacob runs deep. Because it all goes back to Cain and Abel.
Now, 72, Abel was a keeper of the sheep, and Cain was a tiller of the ground.
That's right.
You know, which the ground is cursed, and the sheep that the Lord is dealing with is the men of Israel, the elect. This is Sirach 34 and verse 17. He raiseth up the soul and lighteneth the eyes. He giveth health, life, and blessing. This is what the Lord does, not man, or vaccines, or man-made pills and stuff. It says, he that sacrifices of a thing wrongfully gotten, his offering is ridiculous, and the gifts of unjust men are not accepted.
That's right. His gifts and unjust men are not accepted. You know, his offerings is ridiculous. That was a ridiculous offering that Cain did. You know, to offer it up to the Most High. That was ridiculous. You know, that's why it was completely rejected.
Look at this.
Because yeah, go ahead on this.
Verse 19. The Most High is not pleased with the offerings of the wicked, neither is he pacified for sin by the multitude of sacrifices.
That's right. He's not pleased with the offerings of the wicked, you know. So anything that Esau, you know, which is the so-called white man, you know, any offerings that he offers to the Most High, he's not pleased with it, you know, because it's all based upon wickedness, you know, all based upon evil.
Hey, like over in the land of Israel, you know, they'll literally keep the Passover, where they'll get a lamb, right, and they'll slay it, you know. They'll kill mad lambs. They'll sacrifice mad lambs. The Lord ain't accepting that. Exactly. It says,
And at the end of the day, they're not even keeping the laws. Because how it is that you can have kosher pig? Where's that in the scripture? Where does it say in the scriptures that you can kosher pig? You know, that you can kosher swine. According to the law, the swine is unclean. You know, and we're not even supposed to touch the carcasses. You know.
verse 20. Whoso bringeth an offering of the goods of the poor doeth as one that killeth the son before his father's eyes. And that's what Esau literally did, and he was about to do. You know, I should probably give that in Genesis 25, 27, around there where it says, Esau said, the days of mourning for my father hand, then will I slay my brother Jacob. So Esau wanted to slay his brother until what? His father Isaac died. Read that again. It says, as one that killed the son before his father's eyes. And even when Isaac was passing away, his vision was impaired. You know what I'm saying?
But that's how much of a devil Esau is. You know, he wants to wait. You know, it's like he's sneaky. You know, he likes to wait until
You had brothers put up a video, and I uploaded it. Basically, how you have these Zionists, they're basically planning this big blackout and coming down on us and killing us, and then basically blaming it on the COVID-19 and taking us out, taking us away.
But that's the devil.
You see, they're gonna fall into their own pits that they're trying to force for us, man. Yeah. And that's the beauty of the story, man.
Let me get this
So
one.
Genesis 3 and 14. And the Lord power said unto the serpent, because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle, above every beast of the field. And upon thy belly thou shalt go, and dust thou shalt eat all the days of thy life. And thou put enmity between me and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed, and it shall bruise thy heel, and thou shalt bruise his heel. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord put enmity between the seed of the wicked and the seed of the woman, which is Israel, man. From the beginning, like the brother was making mention of earlier. Genesis 27:41. Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing. Wherewith his father blessed him, and Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand, then will I slay my brother Jacob. And these words of Esau, the elder son, were told to Rebekah, and she sent and called Jacob her younger son, and said unto him, behold, thy brother Esau is touching thee, doth comfort himself, proposing to kill thee. So Esau always wanted to slay Jacob.
Right.
You know, from the beginning, the Lord put the enmity between them. When we go to Genesis 25, they say that two nations are in that realm. Two manner of people, you know, two kindreds of people, two different opposing spirits are within the womb of Rebecca. You know? So that's why you see the enmity between the two people. That's why we can never get along, because we weren't meant to get along. We were meant to be friends, coexist, which means to exist together. We weren't meant to. Either one of us is gonna be on top, or the other one's gonna be on the bottom. You know. So in the kingdom of heaven, that's why the scripture say the elders shall serve the young. You know. In the kingdom of heaven, they're gonna serve us.
Alright, so yeah, so this is select. So this is Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the sword, by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Verse 6. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord, the Lord Most High, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. You know, so this is talking about the kingdom, because you had a perpetual hatred. You know, you didn't want to let us up. You know, after slavery, you know, you still continue to pursue us with the sword. You still was killing us. You know, at a time when our iniquity had an end. You know, and even to this very day, you know, you still want to kill us with the sword. That's why you're labeling us as the face of this whole corona, COVID-19, you know, that we're the most people that can contract it more faster than anybody else, you know. But this is your plan, you know, that's your plan. Because you want to make us the new face, the boogeyman, as they say, you know.
And really that's not true, because for the most part, we're the strongest people. That's why they love taking our organ trafficking. They always come for the Israelites. You know what I'm saying?
And even in our captivity, we're still strong. You know? Here it is. You can see Jake, you know, on Instagram. You know, already, you know, all the sanitizers done, all sold out. You have Jake, you know, coming up with creative ways to make sanitizer from scratch. You know. You don't see Esau, these other nations doing that, you know. You see Jake coming up with these creative activities, because what it say? The portion, Jake is my inheritance. The portion of them is not like him. Yeah, Jacob is the form of all things. The water, you know, because we're the form of all things. Everything you see in the society, we invented. You know, we came up with. But the so-called white man done stole it because he's in power.
I have a reason to just to add on. You know, right here, this library says the public library city of Boston, built by the people and dedicated to the advancement of learning. But it's heavy how this truth, this knowledge and wisdom, understanding is standing strong, and it's conquering all. But meanwhile, all these pseudosciences and false religions and false studies in colleges, they're having to shut the hell down and shut up. Because we're all deceit and lies and corruptness, man. Having to pay $100,000 to go to get a diploma. What the hell? Outside of America, you go to some colleges outside of America, you go to college for free.
That's right.
And you people want this place to go on. You want to heal Babylon. You want to go back to the way it was. Our people are so destroyed for lack of knowledge. They want to go back to the way it was. Oh, and this thing passes, everything. Nah, man. In order for us to get to the kingdom, Lord said we will enter into the straight gate. Our business of difficulty. Like join for the souls of the disciples with much tribulation, we shall enter the kingdom of heaven. Let it come now, man. It says that in Psalm. They ask me, where is the word of the Lord? Let it come now. Right. It is coming now, man. I got a precept.
Actually, it's already here. You know, it's already here. You know, this is it. You know, the time is now. You know, and even if it does go, you know, there is no going back to normal. You know, because Esau got to come with that chip. He's coming with that chip, and that chip is the end. Is the end of all ends right there. You know. That's when the end is going to come, because in the midst of them bringing that chip, you're going to have war, because you already got the Iranians already plotting against U.S. soldiers over there in Iraq. You know, you think they forgot about their leader dying of you devils? You think they forgot about that airstrike? that you killed their supreme general. They ain't forgot about that. They plotting. You know, they plotting. They ready, and they're gonna strike hard. You know, and that's gonna bring World War III. You know.
1 John 3:8. He that committeth sin is of the devil, for the devil sinned from the beginning. For this purpose the Son of God was manifested, that he might destroy the works of the devil. Whosoever is born of God doth not commit sin, for his seed remaineth in him, and he cannot sin because he is born of God. In this the children of God are manifest, and the children of the devil. Whosoever doeth not righteousness is not of God, neither he that loveth not his brother. For this is a message that ye heard from the beginning, that ye should love one another. Not as Cain, who was of that wicked one, and slew his brother. And wherefore slew he him? Because his own works were evil, and his brother's righteous. Marvel not, my brethren, if the world hate you. We know that we have passed from death unto life, because we love the brethren. He that loveth not his brother abideth in death.
Right.
Whoso hateth his brother is a murderer, and you know that no murderer hath eternal life abiding in him.
That's right. You still gotta love your brother regardless. You know, he's out there doing his work. You know, that's a commandment of Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. You know, regardless what kind of strife you may have against a brother, or you may feel offended with a brother, you know, you gotta pray on that. You know, you gotta pray that demon off. You know, you gotta love your brother because Scripture. That's the law. The Scripture says, "Love thy neighbor as thyself." Right. So if a brother's out here doing his work, you know, sincerely, diligently, you know, you shouldn't hold no strife or envy against that brother. You know, your brother. You should upheld him. You know, you should continue to pray for him. You know.
Sirach 28:2 says, "Forgive thy neighbor the hurt that he hath done thee. So shall thy sins be forgiven when thou prayest."
That's right.
One man beareth hatred against another, doth he seek pardon from the Lord? He showeth no mercy to a man which is like unto himself, and doth he ask forgiveness for his own sins.
That's right. You know, well, read that again, Mark. That's beautiful. Right there. Read that again.
He says, he showeth no mercy to a man which is like.
No, the whole thing. I'll call it and read it again.
Sirach 28:2 says, "Forgive thy neighbor the hurt that he hath done unto thee, so shall thy sins also be forgiven when thou prayest. And one man beareth hatred against another, and doth he yet seek pardon from the Lord? He showeth no mercy to a man which is like himself, and doth he ask forgiveness of his own sins."
That's right. Does he have forgiveness of his own sins? You know, show no mercy if you like it unto himself. You gotta pray that demon off of you. You know, and that's when your sins will be forgiven. You know, because we're all gonna be in the kingdom. You know, those brothers that are out there sincerely, diligently, faithfully through the spirit and power of our Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. Because we're all gonna be in the kingdom as one, brotherly love. But you gotta practice that right now. You know, you gotta practice that now. Because a grace period is when you practice, when you get it right. You know, we gotta get it right now. You know.
Number 16, and we saw verse 20. And Lord Yahweh spake unto Moses and Aaron, saying, Separate yourselves from among this congregation, that I may consume them in a moment. And they fell upon their faces and said, O God, the God of all spirits of all flesh, shall one man sin, and wilt thou be wroth with all the congregation? And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the congregation, saying, Get you up from about the tabernacle of Korah, Dathan, and Abiram. And Moses rose up and went unto Dathan and Abiram, and the elders of Israel followed him. And he spake unto the congregation, saying, Depart, I pray you, from the tents of these wicked men, and touch nothing of theirs, lest they be consumed in all their sins.
That's right. Touch nothing on theirs, lest ye be consumed with all their sins. You know. So the Most High gave the commandment not to touch anything of them of the wicked. You know, for we'll be consumed. Come on, man.
Verse 30, But if the Lord make a new thing, and the earth open her mouth, and swallow them up, with all that appertain up unto them, and they go down quick to the pit, Then ye shall understand that these men have provoked Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And it came to pass, as he had made an end of speaking all these words, that the ground clave asunder that was under them, and the earth opened her mouth, and swallowed them up, and the houses and all their men, and that appertain unto Korah and their goods. They and all that appertained to them went down alive into the pit, and the earth closed up upon them, and they perished among the congregation.
That's right. They perished among the congregation for being wicked. Most High doesn't like wickedness. Most High hates it. Most High hates evil, wickedness. That's why you see these so-called Jews over there in the land right now. You know, I'm not too sure if y'all brothers seen that video, but there was but these Amalekites, you know, they were out celebrating and dancing and having a good time. There was a whole bunch of them up in their tents, and next thing you know it, you know, the earth ended up opening up, and all the devils ended up getting swallowed in, you know, while they were celebrating, while they was, you know, doing some ceremony or celebrating or whatever in the land.
What was this?
Huh?
What was this?
Oh, this was a while ago. This was a while back. This was like 4 years ago.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was on YouTube. These devils, they were all celebrating, dancing, and next thing you know, that earth opened up, swallowed
They
all
died?
the devils up. Yeah, they died. The earth opened up.
Hey, real quick, that's what's
You know
gonna
what I'm
happen to
saying?
2/3 of our people. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't have that sure foundation of Yahushai. So whatever they're doing, it's all gonna come to naught. They're gonna sink.
That's right.
They're gonna fall, man. One way or the other.
That's right.
You got something?
Proverbs 26 and 27. It says, whoso diggeth the pit shall fall therein, and he that rolleth a stone, it shall return unto him. The lying tongue hated those that are afflicted by it, and a flattering mouth worketh ruin. So these devils, they dig the pit for us, saying that we're Negroes, we're Latinos, that they're the children of Israel. When you go to Ezekiel 36 and 1, it says, we have appointed the high places in our possession. So the pit that they dug for us, they starting to fall into it, literally. Like the brother said, those Amalekites were over there in our land dancing, you know? And what? The land swallowed them because they dig the pit and now they're literally falling into it. And the pit that they dig for us is here in America, really. All right? And it's backfiring on them, right? Because the missile that they created to destroy others is going to come to destroy them. The scripture say that what? That he shall flee from the iron weapon, but a sword shall pierce him. A sword shall pierce him.
That's how we do. Bernie Sanders, he's an Amalekite.
Yeah, Bernie Sanders.
And he fell out. He fell out the presidential race. And not just him, but also what? Bloomberg. He's a sodomite. So to show you that all the councils of wicked are coming to naught, man. Bernie Sanders, Mike Bloomberg, he was one of the first out of the closet sodomites. Because they're all sodomites and pedophiles. But they're just hidden in the closet. But he just came out. But he fell out, and now Bernie Sanders fell out. So now you're just left with Joe Biden and Trump.
And that shows you that Trump is going to be the president.
Yeah. He's the king.
Joe Biden, are you kidding me? Joe Biden's going to take Trump down?
But bro, the video that every Israelite guy check it out. This is what they're scheming on us. But they're saying how they want to make Trump like the king of Israel. They want to anoint him as like the king of Jerusalem. As their savior. Yeah.
Project Zafir?
Zypher.
Zypher.
Zionist, something like that.
Yeah, and the guy got killed. Malcolm.
Yeah. David.
David.
McGover, something like that.
Yeah, he got put to death.
That's how you know that that this guy Trump is Nero in the reincarnation. That's how you know, because that's the same thing. These are the same tactics, and the same things that he did back in the ancient Roman Empire.
When he burned Rome.
You know,
He's doing that all over again.
you know, when he and blamed it on the Israelites, the Jews. So you see
Yeah.
this thing,
Yeah.
you see this thing playing out, you know, through the spirit playing out, just like in the ancient Roman Empire. That's
We have a bird's eye view because we see everything happening and nothing is going over our head. You know, like, oh, that went over my head. I didn't see that coming, right? We see everything coming, man, and we're calling the shots before they even get fired. You feel me? And that's the view. That's where we're comforted. We're careless about this place, man.
That's right.
You know, and it's, you got Trump. He was talking on his podium, like every day he's on his podium talking about COVID, or how we're handling it and stuff like that. This whole task force, right? But he over here, he said how, you know, African Americans and black people, blah blah. I don't like like it. Because this is the main thing. You see all these fucking police officers patrolling us, they're compassing us about, man.
That's right.
Seeking whom it may devour. See, the only thing we can do is compass us right now because why? We're guarded right now, man.
Protected through the angels of Yahweh Shem
Yahweh
Yahshai.
Shem Yahshai.
Most High put the hedge on us. You know,
right.
the Most High put the hedge on us. You know what I mean? Yeah. Even over there, back over there, I just see like 4 of them, like back in the comments.
Bro,
See like 4 of them, like in every corner station.
that ain't a normal amount of cops, bro. And you was here the first ones here. What we see? Cops, 5-0, pigs.
Because they're getting ready to crack down on these people. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like the Bible said, the angels encamping around about us. And when you go to Psalms 34:7, it said the angel encamping around them that fear the Lord and delivered them. But this is Ezekiel 21. Because the sword is being sharpened, man. You know, this devil, like the brother said, there's all types of cops and getting. You seen tanks in downtown LA. You seen New York. They was driving with the Humvees throughout Brooklyn and the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? So they're moving. They're making moves against you people. And now they're declaring war against you so-called Negroes, man. You know, they're declaring war on you. This is Ezekiel 21, verse 2. It says, Son of man, set thy face toward Jerusalem, and drop thy word toward the holy places, and prophesy against the land of Israel, which the land of Israel is not the land, per se, the people.
Hey, if I can just add real quick too. And these celebrities and rappers, they've been knowing, man. You got Biggie Smalls, he said in one of his rap songs, he goes from Brooklyn to New Jerusalem. He said, I came from Brooklyn going to New Jerusalem. New Jerusalem. They always knew, man.
That's right.
And verse 3 says, and say to the land of Israel, thus saith the Lord, behold, I am against thee, and I will draw forth my sword out of his sheath, and I will cut off from you the righteous and the wicked. Seeing then that I will cut off from thee the righteous and the wicked, therefore shall my sword go forth out of his sheath. Sorry. Against all flesh from the south to the north, that all flesh may know that I, the Lord, have drawn forth my sword out of his sheath, and it shall not return any more. Sigh therefore, thou son of man, with the breaking of thy loins, and with the bitterness sigh before their eyes. Because the sword is being sharpened, man, against the people. Okay? The sword, which is this devil, all right, he's sharpening his instruments of war. So that's how much more when we go to Ephesians 6 chapter, the Lord told you to put on the whole armor of the Most High, that you may be able to withstand the wiles of the devil. So how much more this devil is, because on the left hand side, this devil is astute in wickedness. So we gotta be astute in righteousness, man, and have the whole armor of the Most High put upon us, so I may be able to withstand what he throws on us, man. He's gonna throw everything he has against us, man. You know, all his technology, you know, his nanotechnology, you know what I'm saying, his false accusations, okay, labeling us terrorists and, you know, against racists and, you know, so on and so forth, right? And then he's going to literally come down on us knowing that he has but a short time. Revelation 12:12. It says the devil roareth about seeking who he may devour, knowing that he has but a short time. So that's why he's speeding this thing up, man. Because he knows that these elites, they're old. So they want to see the New World Order come to fruition before they die.
It's heavy. I mean, look at the atmosphere today, man. Gloomy, rainy, gray, death. But really, I love, like Bud said, he came first thing he said when he came to camp was like, I love the rain, I love this. And guess what? I love it too, because we have the light, we have the warmth, you know, when 2 or 3 are gathered in his name, your brothers come together, we might argue and, you know, fight a little bit, but at the end of the day, we're brothers, man. And we have to look out for one another, and this, you know, you got this song, Love and Loyalty, I think it's the name of it. It's a new song by Lox, L-O-X. You know, Jada's Kid Scott Style Pete, but there's one lyric he says, and he says, ride with the homies that stick with me when shit get real. You ride with the homies only when you get in the club. So basically, that's scriptures, you know. You can't know a friend in prosperity, you only know a friend in adversity. Which we're all in adversity right now, man. Because we're all black people, right? Well, we're not black, but we're Israelites. And we know that. Job 9:22. This one thing, therefore I said it. He destroyed the perfect and the wicked. See, just going into what that brother said there. Just, adding on to that. This is Jude 1, and I'm hoping Luke 10 and 25. I want to get to that, to like 31st verse to get edification from the brother. He asked a question real quick.
Yeah, I pulled up this article. It's dealing with the meat processing plants. Pretty much right now they're suspending their operations. So that's going to cause famine, you know, because this famine too is also coming too, you know, where there's not going to be no food, and millions upon people are going to go without food, you know.
It's already a famine of the word.
It's already a famine of the word, you know. The famine of the word is coming, but there's going to also be a famine of food too. This is pretty much, so this is what it says. It says, meat processing plants suspended operations after workers fall. You know? It says several meat processing plants around the U.S. are setting idle this week because workers have been affected with the coronavirus. Tyson Foods, one of the country's biggest meat processors, say it suspends operation at its pork plant in Colombia. You know, people love that swine. People going crazy, especially our one.
Cheap.
It's ridiculous. You know, especially Eve. Yeah. Eve is going to go crazy when she can't eat her pork.
Oh, you got Eve on Worldstar.
Yeah.
She was in her house for so long with her kids, and you know what I'm saying? She was drinking and shit, you know, wine and spirits, and then the spirits get roused up. She ran out the house, said, "Get the out of here, coronavirus! I can't take this." She said, "I can't take this anymore. I need to go out. I need to get my nails done." She was smoking and drinking. God damn it, these children! If they keep coming after me, I need juice. I'ma kill them.
You don't see a lot of.
And it might, they put on Worldstar like it's funny, but she's not kidding. She's gonna kill her children, man.
Of course, you know. You don't see a lot of nigga women putting their kids to death in these last days. You know what I'm saying? A lot of Eves out there putting their kids to
tells you
death.
that in second episode that they would that they're gonna eat their own flesh. That the children could but real quick,
Oh yeah, that's in Deuteronomy.
Deuteronomy 2,
Yeah, I'll get that real quick.
the one that Barra sent us too. He sent us that one where the prime minister, the chick was begging the prime minister to, please, Mr. Prime Minister, let us out the house.
No, that was
it. She was begging the prime minister.
that was Zion from Diana. But not that. But that video was from an island where they practice law on witchcraft. I don't know the island, the exact island, but she was saying how she was seeing tree moving. She was seeing trees moving. She was seeing short little men. She was bugging out.
I got it. Second 15 and July 15.
Real quick while you hold on to that. I just want to finish this real quick. Okay. All right. So Columbus Junction, Iowa, after more than 24 workers get sick with COVID-19. National Beef Packaging stopped slaughtering cattle at another Iowa plant, and JBS USA shuts down work at a beef plant in Pennsylvania. Most farms and foods companies are continuing to operate during the COVID-19 pandemic. They're certain that the coronavirus could spread amongst workers doing some of their most labor-intensive jobs, including meat processing. You know, so pretty much, you know, this whole meat thing, you know, workers are getting contaminated and getting sick, you know. So pretty much that's going to cause a famine, you know, because there's not going to be no workers there to process food. So be prepared to see less and less meat on the shelves, you know.
Second Ezra 15:57. Thy children shall die of hunger, and thou shalt fail through the sword. And thy city shall be broken down, and all thine shall perish with the sword in the field. That they that be in the mountains shall die of hunger, and eat their own flesh, and drink their own blood. but very hunger of bread and the thirst of water.
That's right. You're gonna start to eat your own flesh and drink your own blood, because there's not gonna be any food. Just like back in during the time of kings, where you had mothers boiling their own sons and eating them because they lack of bread. Pretty much your son or your kids are gonna look like TV dinners in that day. Your son are gonna look like TV dinners, home cooked meals in that day. You're gonna be looking at your son as a home cooked meal, or your daughter as a TV dinner in that day.
You got that Deuteronomy 28:57 already?
Oh no, you got that up there.
Deuteronomy 28:57. And toward her young that cometh out from between her feet, and toward her children which she shall bear, but she shall eat them for want of all things secretly in the siege and straitness.
That's right, in the siege and straitness, because what's gonna come? A siege, because martial law is gonna be declared, just like in the time of Masada, when we 70 AD, when we fled up in Masada, and these devils couldn't get us. What did they do? They set up a siege. Nothing was going in and nothing was coming out. And our people up there, they ended up dying of hunger and ended up eating their children and eating the leather belts or committing suicide, because of that siege. And that siege is coming right now, That siege is gonna come soon, because you're not gonna nobody's not gonna be able to go nowhere or get no food. So and famine is a really cruel thing, because it makes you go crazy. When you're hungry for a long time, you start looking at your young ones that they're gonna look like TV dinners in the days.
It says, wherewith thine enemy shall distress thee in thy gates.
That's right. When then thy enemy shall distress thee in thy gates. Who are our enemies? The so-called white man, Esau Edom, Mr. E. He's our main enemy. He's our top enemy. This is how he's gonna distress you, Jakes, in that day, because nothing's gonna come in and nothing's coming in, nothing won't be able to come in and nothing won't be able to go out, and this is the time that's coming upon us, with this whole lockdown, this whole curfew. Right now we're in a curfew, from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. So this devil, he's locking shit down, he's shutting shit down, he's locking shit up. And eventually it's just gonna get more tense and tense as the days go by. It's just like when that woman, when she's getting ready to give birth to that baby, when that baby's getting ready to come, them pains can pass her. Them pains get more tense. And them pains do not stop until that baby is finally brought forth, until she finally brings that baby forth. This is the time that we're in those tractions, those pains, contractions right now. Wherein the kingdom is coming, where the Most High Yahweh Shai is coming to bring the kingdom, and we're in those tractions where the kingdom is getting ready to be born. Not the New World Order, because the New World Order is going to be when we're in power, the nation of Israel. When we're on top and Esau and these other nations are at the bottom, all according to prophecy, because it's the prophecy.
Luke 10:25, behold, a certain lawyer stood up and tempted him, saying, Master, what shall I do to inherit eternal life? And he said unto him, what is written in the law? How readest thou? He answered and said, thou shalt love the Lord thy power with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy strength.
Yeah, hold up. Let's move the tripod a little bit up. Here, back up. What?
With all thy strength, and with all thy mind. He said unto him, thou hast answered the right, and thou shalt live. Just by himself, said unto Yahushua, what is my name? Yahushua answered and said, his name was down to Jericho, and himself among the Jews, which stripped him of his raiment and wounded him, and departed, leaving him half dead.
Yeah, so really, I mean, if you love a brother more than you love the Lord, if you love his elder more than you love the Lord, you're going off. Draws you, they act like that, man. You love the elders more than you love the Yahweh outside. That's off. That's not order, man.
All right.
Respect things I hear.
The chief example is the ICPK. They love General Yohana more than they love the Lord.
That's right.
They following the commandments of when they were over there in Pennsylvania, they were talking, they were like, the commanding General Yohana has said that this is our block. You know what I'm saying? Like, as if he's the authority, you know? Everyone has to come underneath him. But if he's saying that, then he's saying he's King David. You know? As if everyone has to come underneath him. You know? Like the brother said, you know, there's some individuals out there who love, they say the men that are above them more than they love the Lord. They want to, they're men priests.
That's right. That's out of order. You got a lot of Jews like that, man. Even in GMS. Alright? Listen, I don't care, man. We don't keep the truth.
This is Romans chapter 1 verse 25. Who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie and worships and serves the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. You know, this is what you're having. You're having, you know, they're worshiping the creature more than the Creator. You know, here it is. You know, General Yohana. You know, here it is. He doesn't even go into instruction. He doesn't talk about how, you know, America will be destroyed, or how, you know, there's going to be martial law. He doesn't even warn his men. And here it is. He has men under him worshiping him as if he's, you know, as if he's the Most High himself, as if he's Yahweh Shai himself. You know,
You wonder why Thompson died. What was that? Sadariak? How you say?
yeah, Thompson Johnson.
You wonder why he supposedly died, man. They're saying he died. It means that creation not creating faith. That's necessary evil.
Yeah, people actually worshiping, the people was actually worshiping him more than they was worshiping Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. You know? That he's the God sent comfort. He's the comforter. You know? People was actually worshiping him more than the people was worshiping Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. You know? And what did the Lord say? The Lord said this. And you know the Lord is a jealous power too. You know, that's gonna provoke the Most High into jealousy. And that's why judgment from the farm, you know, Kazazakia, you know, so-called comforter, a discomforter actually. But a discomforter, because he wasn't really comforting the people. He was having the people worship him. While I'm getting that for you.
They were, because when you have to remember what happened in history, all right? When the Israelites of the northern kingdom, the 10 tribes, being guided by Samaria, you know what I'm saying? When they were carried away in captivity, all right, under Shalmaneser, okay? Shalmaneser
the ones that had the title, had the lip, had the fringes on, right? The Levites, the priests, the this and that, the third, they passed it by. Just like so much of our people do, right? They pass us by. They talk insignificantly of us and of this truth. Alright? Even though they claim to be a Jew, they claim to be in the know. But they're not, man. Because their actions don't show forth that they are, man. Isaiah chapter 42, verse 8, and it reads, I am the Lord, that is my name. My glory will I not give to another, neither my praise to graven images. Of my glory, all the praise and all the glory is reserved unto Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And he said that he will not give unto another. You see? That's our Lord's wondering, reborn right now, right? The conquer land is here, now stop the crown, man. That's a beautiful sign for us, brother. That's a beautiful sign for us, man. Because the Lord said he would not give his glory unto another, right? So that's why judgment fell upon, the discomforter, That's why judgment fell upon. That's why judgment fell upon Taziyakwa, the discomforter. The Lord said he would not give his glory unto another. That's how we're going to come back as lightning. First you hear it, first you see it, and then you hear it. Then you saw like that shimmer of light. I know y'all see it up there. Shimmer of light.
that's sparked up. Now we got precept running, you know. That, when people are dead, what do? They take electricity. You know, that's what the Lord just basically did with us. He saw that the spirit was kind of like, you know, because when the spirit was flowing and then it stops, you have to make a new stream, you have to pause, right? And that hinders the spirit. You see, he just gave that thunder and that rain, and now the sun's coming out again, and now we're rejuvenated. We got like 10 precepts on deck.
The Lord shall cause his glorious voice to be heard, and shall show the lightning down on his arm, with the indignation of his anger, and with the flame of the devouring fire, and with scattering and tempest and hailstone. Alright? For the voice of the Lord shall the Assyrians be beaten down and smote with a rod.
Read that part again. Who's the modern day Syrian? The Edomite.
Esau, Edom.
Right?
Real
Now, one
quick.
part real quick, and then we'll get back to it.
Verse 31 says, For through the voice of the Lord shall the Assyrian be beaten down and smote with a rod. Real quick, read that. You got to show Black Lightning, man. Which he's a superhero, man. He runs around with the lightning. You know, he's a Jake. They got a beard. You know, and it's spiritual. I gotta watch it when I get some time. But I've seen the elder Malcolm was speaking about it. He's like, you gotta watch the show. You know, and it's spiritual. I can just tell by the cover, Black Lightning, that it's something good. You got something?
Yeah, come. I was holding this. Isaiah chapter 29, verse 6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and with great noise, wind, storm, and tempest, and the flames of devouring fire. You know, because at the end of the day, when our Lord Yahweh Shai comes, he's coming with fire and the chariots, you know, the storms and tempests, you know. And what is that fire? That fire, them laser beams was going to come out of them ships, you know. It's going to come out of them chariots, you know. That's how our Lord is going to come back with fire.
I have a precept, Malachi 4:1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yet all that do wickedly, shall be stubble, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, said the Lord of hosts, that I shall have leave them neither root nor branch. But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings, and ye shall go forth and grow up as cows of the stall, and ye shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under soles of your feet in the day that I shall do this, said the Lord of hosts.
1 Samuel 12 and verse 17. Is it not wheat harvest today? I will cause the hour, and ye shall send thunder and rain, that ye may perceive and see that your wickedness is great, which ye have done in the sight of Yahweh, and after you a king. So Samuel called to Yahweh, and Yahweh sent thunder and rain that day, and all people greatly feared Yahweh and Samuel, because Yahweh's God was always up to me, man. So we wanted something common. Alright? We went to raise the season.
But that's also going back to the time of Moses. When our people was like, no, I want to deal with Yahweh, with the Most High directly. What did the Most High do? When the Most High started thundering, then the thunder, the great thunder, and that's when they had to rethink their position and say, okay, Moses, we'll deal with you, you know? Because you can't deal with Yahweh. You know, you can't deal with the Most High. That's why I said, she'll thunder and you will not be afraid. Because that's the glory and the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Real quick on the and also too, like the brother just brought out that precept in Malachi, you know, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, you know. America's gonna be 100 complete desert, you know, that will leave neither root nor branch. You know, everything in America will all be destroyed. There will be nothing but 100% desert, you know. And they shall be ashes under our feet, because the people that are left down here when the nuclear missiles hit, you know, they're just gonna turn it to ash, because that missile, when that missile hits ground zero and that destroying wind comes, the water, you know, that 100 million degree Fahrenheit, you know, that's gonna melt the flesh off of their body. You know, they're gonna be ashes on their feet. And Lord's will, we are those men that's gonna be up in the chariots looking down, you know, at their destruction.
That's right.
You know?
Job chapter 40 in verse 6. Then answered Yahweh unto Job out of the whirlwind and said, Gird up thy loins now like a man. I will demand of thee, and declare thou unto me. Wilt thou also disannul my judgment? Wilt thou condemn me, that thou mayest be righteous? Hast thou an arm like God? Or canst thou thunder with a voice like him? You know? The Lord's thundering, man. Job chapter 26 and verse 11. The pillars of heaven tremble and are astonished at his reproof. He divides the sea with his power, and by his understanding he smites through the clouds. By his spirit he hath garnished the heavens, his hand hath formed a crooked circuit. Lo, these are the parts of his ways, how little a portion is heard of him. But the thunder of his power, who can understand?
That's right, the thunder of his power, who can understand? You know? Can't understand that. Because our minds are not built to think like that. Because that's why the scripture says, you know, in Isaiah, that my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither your ways my ways, you know. Because we're not going to understand that. That's all the power. I mean, the Most High is a majestic power. He's a majestic being, you know. We're not going to understand that, you know. Who could understand that, you know? The only thing you got to do is just fear him, because he wants you to fear him, you know. You got to fear Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. You got to fear his name. That's why he has his name. That's why his name Yahweh means what it means. I am, you know, because he is, you know.
Second Ezra 4 and 2 says, and it said, thy heart hath gone too far in the world. It thinkest down to comprehend the way of the Most High. You can't see. Here it is, you're sleeping in the world. You're trying to comprehend the way of the Most High. The Lord said in Amos 3 and 7, he says, surely the Lord doeth nothing, but he revealed his secrets unto his servants and prophets. So that's why he revealed his secrets unto Moses. When you go to Numbers 12 and 3, it says Moses was the most weak man on planet Earth. Right? So that's why the Most High gave him all the knowledge and wisdom and understanding. Because he chose Moses as the best one. Because when you go, Moses was always an important man in the scriptures. Right? He was King David. Right? He was Peter. Okay, so Moses, you know what I'm saying? That's why he was and Peter was a rock that the church was built upon. So, you know, that's why Israel couldn't go over his head and say, oh, we're gonna go right to the Most High. But there's always an intercessor. That's why he was and the Levites had the priesthood. You know what I'm saying? They had to carry the ark. And, you know what I'm saying? They were responsible for dealing at that time with the Most High. You know, now we're all priests in order of Melchizedek, you know, but at that time, like the brother made mention of earlier, this is Revelation 15 and 2, because the brother said we're going to be looking over this place, all right? You know, with the destruction taking place. He said, and I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire, and over them and them that had gotten the victory over the beast, and over his image, and over his mark, and over the number of his name, stand on the sea of glass, having the harps of the first one. Alright, so that's what we're talking about. Alright, just to back that up, he was mentioning, you know what I'm saying, the destruction we're gonna see.
Because like when our Lord Yahweh Shah, when he died for us, you know, when he died, what happened? That veil rented, you know, and only the priests, the Levites, were the ones to go behind the veil to make the sacrifices. So when Yahweh Shah gave up the spirit, you know, the veil rented. What does that mean? Now we're all a nation of kings and priests, you know, all the tribes. We're now all of the nation of kings and priests, you know, because Yahweh Shah was the one who became that ultimate sacrifice for the sins of Israel. So now we're all of a nation of kings and priests.
Luke 9 and 54. And when his disciples, James and John, saw this, they said, Lord, wilt thou that we command fire to come down from heaven and consume them, even as Elias did? But he turned and rebuked them and said, Ye know not what manner of spirit ye are. The Son of Man is not come to destroy men's lives, but to save them. And they went to another village. Also, there's always a time and place for everything. And Yahushua is destroying the Gentiles, he come to kill a lot of people. But he's also going to come to save a lot of people and save men's lives.
That's right.
He came not to, he came not for the perfect, but for the sinners, for the sick.
Well, going back to what this brother said about the whole situation, all of us being prophets or priests. It says Numbers 11:29. And Moses said unto him, Enviest thou for my sake? With the Most High that all the Lord's people were prophets, and that the Lord would put His Spirit upon them. So that's ultimately what the Lord wanted from the beginning, you know. But the Lord has a certain amount of time that He wants things to go down. You know, the Lord He sets things in order according to His will.
That's right.
According to His will.
According to His will. We're just vessels of His will that's being fulfilled. We're just vessels of His will.
Then it comes to pass that thing will say, at the end of the day, we're what? We're in box of the church.
Right.
So we did what we were supposed to do in the first place.
Exactly.
Which is to fear the Most High and keep His commandments. That's the whole duty of man.
That's right.
And also,
It's
whenever someone tries to make you feel insignificant or belittle you that what you're doing is insignificant, look at how much we've done, look at how far we've come, and look at how much these words that we hold, the word of Yahweh, the word of prophecy, look how much they've completed a lot. Look at, usually it's gulps of people walking by this place, let alone if it's a beautiful day. You know what I'm saying? And look at what the left hand side has done, man. That pale horse, that red horse, Esau.
That's right. We did what we're supposed to do. We're not, because I just want to speak on this real quick, because when you get in this truth, you come to a level of maturity. Pretty sure when you first hear this word and you first learn that you're a true Israelite, you're the real, you're the Most High's chosen, people upon the earth. You get excited, the kingdom is coming, you're gonna be ruling in the kingdom, Of course you get excited and you get all happy, because that's that honey. But when you get to eat that honey, that roll, and you swallow it, it becomes bitter in your stomach, So you get to a point where, you don't really care if you get in the kingdom or not. You're just focusing on doing the will of Yahweh. Your main focus is completing and finishing your course, That's where you get at, I'm pretty sure, that the kingdom will be beautiful, the kingdom is going to be a glorious thing, but at the same time, you still have that mentality right now, you're here and now right now, you still got to complete your course, you still got to finish your course at the end of the day. It's just like, you have your woman, you expect when you tell your woman to do something, you don't expect her just to do it because she wants something out of you, You expect her to do it because you told her to do it, you know what I mean? Because she loves you, You don't expect your woman to tell your woman to do something back from you. You do it because you told her to do it, You do it because I told you to do it, because you love us.
And that's how you show that. That's how you show that you fear the Lord. The whole duty of man. We go to Ecclesiastes 12 and 13, 14. So the whole duty of man is the conclusion of the matter. The whole duty of man is to fear the Lord and keep His commandments. So it says 2 Timothy 4:7. I have fought a good fight, and I have finished my course. I have kept the faith.
That's right.
Henceforth, there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day, not to me only, but unto them that also love His appearing.
That's right.
Do thy diligence to come surely unto me.
That's right. That's what Paul said. He finished his course. He fought a good fight.
you know, you finish this course. You know, that's what we are to finish on right now. You know, brothers out there, you know, from the head apostles on down, and brothers out there that are not affiliated with GMS, you know, we're finishing our course, we're winning our course, you know, because we're just right at the end, we're at the home stretch. We're closer to that base, you know, because right now, you know, Esau shutting everything down, nothing, you know, pretty much everything is right now at a standstill. Why are they doing it? Because they want to bring in that ship. And that ship is going to be the ultimate test. It's going to be that final test, you know. That's going to be the final measurement of your faith. The hour of temptation, you know. That ship is going to be the final measurement of your faith, you know. Because right now we're fastly approaching, you know, because the days are getting shorter, the days are getting colder, you know what I mean? Exactly. Love as many shall wax cold, you know. Days are getting colder, so Esau's coming down, you know, and he's coming to bring that ship. He's coming to bring destruction. He's coming to bring death. You know, that's what Trump said. Massive death, you know, is coming. And there's going to be even more massive death, you know, with this whole, you know, 10 more weeks. You know? There's going to be even more death taking place because suicide.
You know, that Trump said that the next 2 weeks will be very painful. And then on top of that too, you know, because a lot of things like school, and that's very the truth. You know, even I know in all of our households can attest to it. Outside of the real spirit of the Lord, the spirit of the Lord has been might be upon us. It's like each day that it gets close to that, it's like our feelings being more demonic and more anti-Christ towards us.
That's right.
You know, and I got a precept, a couple of them.
Because you can just feel the spirit. You can feel that vibe, you know. You can just feel the vibe. You can feel it in the air. You can just feel that vibe. Things are getting more intense. People are getting agitated. It's like I'm not sure the brother over there San Diego put up a video. Put up a video of Captain Chase, you know, fighting the cops in New York. You know, so these spirits out here is getting roused up. You know, these spirits out here are getting really roused up. You know, that spirit of tension is there. You know, where people, where all hell is just about to break loose.
Yeah, no, like you're saying, I can sense, like I was robbing the train to get over here, right? Bro, there's only me and another person. I'm waiting on the kind of ranger, like,
Yeah, come.
you know, when they was dry, I was getting like a little dry. The train pulls up, you know what I'm saying? One lady goes in, and I'm walking over to the thing, and this train dude, he comes up the train, he's like, hurry up, hurry up. And he's literally jumping like this. Hurry up,
Demons.
And guess what I was doing? Guess what I did? I was walking my way in there.
Take my sweet time.
And I go over there, I was like, I don't know why I think I just said, you feel something more, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Because their camp come to an end.
Yeah, exactly.
And they want us to be in that Russian spirit, but we're not in that rush spirit. We're in that cool, calm, and collect.
Con.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get there when I get there. When the Lord wants me to get there. I'm not gonna mess myself up.
Yeah.
Fuck this place and fuck you.
Exactly. You know, we're in the spirit of, you know, calmness. Just like our Lord Yahweh Shai, you know. Here it is, 12 disciples, you know, they were all trembling and in panic, you know. Yahweh Shai was just on that boat, you know, sleeping, relaxing, you know, calm, cool, collective within the storm. And what did he say? He woke up and said, be thou still. And everything went still and went back to sleep, you see? So, you know what I mean? We're in the same spirit of Yahweh Shai, that the same spirit that Yahweh Shai was in when he was on the boat, you know? You know, everything is going all crazy, people losing their jobs, you know what I mean? You know, people not finding a way to make things eat. You know, people afraid of this COVID-19 virus. They don't know if they're gonna catch it or not, if they even have it. You know, we're in that spirit of, you know, calm and cool collection, you know? Not having to worry. Why? Because our trust is in Yahweh Bashir.
The Lord said, greater works shall you do because I go into my Father. So
That's right.
The Lord's getting us more and more formed into His image so that we're going to have power over the elements. That's prophecy too. I always thought, I was kind of thought heavy rain. That's prophecy. It says, in the days of their prophecy, the two witnesses, they shall have power over the rain, that they shall not rain in the days of the prophecy. It really start raining, man. Exodus 14 and 13. And Moses said unto the people, fear ye not, stand still, and see the salvation of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, which He will show you today. The Egyptians whom ye have seen today, they shall see them again, no more forever. The modern day Egyptians, Edomites. And pretty soon, we're never going to see them again. They're going to perish like their own dung.
That's
when
right.
you put poop into a toilet, you flush it, you don't see it again.
Exactly.
That's what happened to Esau, so-called white man. Their race, the whole family line, the whole tree line. You know what I'm saying? And that's why the Lord said in the Psalms, He leads me unto still waters. You know what I'm saying? He's comforted. Alright? He says, because I had a brother, he's out there in Texas. But he's like hours away from Houston and Dallas and made camps out there. So he'd be pushing the word alone. He hit me up. He was like, hey brother, should I, keep preaching my downtown area? There's not anyone in Oldville. Or should I? I said, listen brother, we at the end. Basically I told him, be still, man. Just watch how the Lord works for us, man.
That's right.
The glory of the Lord. And it don't matter if you keep on coming out to how the Bible, if you pull back to a wooded area or to like a beach area, it don't matter. This is it. This is it. Like the brother said at the beginning of the camp, this is it.
Yeah, this is it.
I got one more piece of this down. And I can't throw it off. 1 Samuel 2:10. The adversaries of the Lord shall be broken to pieces. Out of heaven shall He thunder upon them. Yahweh by Sinai shall judge the ends of the earth. He shall give strength unto His king and exalt the horn of His anointed.
That's right.
So, yeah, we're in the time of the Lord's horn being the most high exalted, which is the elect. But in the time past, the prophecies in Daniel, 10, 11,
That's
small
right.
horn.
That's right. Not
The goat, that was beast, that was Esau.
That's right. The scripture says, then it shall be known who are my chosen, right? Because it's going to be known who are the Lord's chosen real soon. Because right now it's being known that who are the Lord's chosen. They that stood stiffly for Yahweh Bashim, the word. They that stood stiffly for the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. That's how it's going to be known who are His chosen. Yeah, Sean, yeah, that's the truth.
Isaiah 52:1 says, awake, awake, and put on thy strength, O Zion, and put on thy beautiful garments, O Jerusalem, the holy city, for henceforth there shall no more come into you the uncircumcised and the unclean, and shut thyself from dust, and rise from dust.
That's right.
So sit down, O Jerusalem, teach thyself to the band of thy neck, O captive daughter of Zion. For thus saith the Lord, sow yourself to the and you shall be redeemed without hope. And the Lord said, what? Deuteronomy 28:68, that we should be washed, right? That no man shall redeem us, no man shall buy us back, but we're going to be redeemed without hope. Like the first said, we're waiting, okay, for the Lord to come redeem us, right? Because if you are the elect, the Lord's going to get you wherever you're at. You don't have to be, next to a camp or whatever, but the Lord already ordained you to sing. You're going to be singing. Revelation 17:15, behold, I come to thee. Blessed he that watcheth, and keepeth his garments, lest you walk naked and they see his shame. The Lord, we put that in verse 16. He gathered them in a place called trouble shall Satan, yeah, even exception.
No evil shall touch you. No evil. That's that 6 and 7 Trump. In them times of that. In the midst of that deliverance, that salvation. And we're going to go through straits, but we're going to what? We're going to inherit the wild like the cousin Ezra. You know? With these people in the world, they're going to go through straits, but they're not going to inherit the wild. They're not going to inherit the first straits.
Buses are empty. You know, nobody's on these buses. You know, everything is pretty much at a standstill right now. You know, everything is just this is what we've been waiting for. You know, we've been waiting for these times to come. You know, when all hell is breaking loose, people are losing their minds. You know, prophecy is coming. You know.
Two sets. That goes.
Hold that. Hold that. And you also got that precept. You also got that precept in Isaiah 26 and 20 which says, "Hide thyself as it were for a little moment." Right. Esau's playing God, but you can't play God. That's why it says, "I sit as a God. I say I am, and there's none else beside me. There's no savior except for me." That's why he's saying, "Oh, stay in your houses. Just wait until the thing is all settled down." Or like your brother said earlier, Bill Gates saying 10 more weeks. Stay quarantined, stay inside. They're acting like they're God, but they're not. They are just a man, and it's about to show that they're a man.
But pretty soon, like it says in that precept, what 2nd Ezra 15 and where it says they should not regard their kings. Pretty soon, these people are gonna get tired of the bullshit. They're gonna end up rising up.
Oh, the Ivory Coast, they're already in the Ivory Coast. They're on the last coast.
Yeah.
That's on the West Coast, right?
Yeah, I gotta keep it. It says, alright, so this is Psalms chapter 40, verse 1. Deliver me, O Lord, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man, which imagineth mischief in their hearts. Continually are they gathered together for war. Verse 3. They have sharpened their tongues like a serpent. Adders, poison is under their lips. Here. Keep me, O Lord, from the hands of the wicked. Preserve me from the violent men who have purpose to overthrow my goings. The proud have hidden a snare for me, and cords. They have spread a net by the wayside. They have set gins for me, says Lord. Verse 6. I say unto the Lord, thou art my power. Hear my voice of my supplications, O Lord. O God, the Lord, the strength of my salvation, that hath covered my head in the days of battle. You know?
Up in my head. What's the head of every man?
Yahweh Shai, yep.
If you got Yahweh and you ain't got no covering as a man. Because the woman covering is her covering herself with a again or something, or a head covering. But it doesn't, right. So, you know, she's covered by her 100.
That's right.
But the covering of us is how it's that. It's walk that anointing oil.
That's right.
That unction to know all things. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord's only going to allow the 5 wise virgins to enter into his courts.
That's right. We're in the day of battle right now. We're in the days of battle.
The 5 foolish virgins are telling them, go to them that sell and buy for yourself.
Yeah, like we're living in a time where it's like you might get asked a question from someone.
Oh yeah. Not Psalms. This brother had a big
Job 18 and 9 says, the jinn shall take him by the heel, and the robber shall prevail against him. The snare is laid for him in the ground, and a trap for him in the way. Terror shall make him afraid on every side, and shall drive him to his feet. His strength shall be hunger bitten, and destruction shall be ready at his side. It shall devour the strength of his skin, even the firstborn of death shall devour his strength. His confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle. Out. It shall bring him to the king of terrors. And it shall dwell in his tabernacle, because there is none of his. Brimstone shall be scattered upon his habitation. His root shall be dried up as beneath, and above shall his branch be cut off. As the brother said earlier, his whole family tree is going to be deleted. Because of the guy one named T.
Yeah, that's it there. The way you get send the ground, you got the first person saying
The snare is laid for him in the ground, and a trap for him in the way.
right. And that, like you brought out earlier in Proverbs, he that sends a pit for someone, that man's gonna fall into that same pit that he's prayed for that man. Alright? And that snare and that trap that's laid for him in the ground is Jacob. Once they make their move on Jacob, that worm, once they make their move, the eagle comes down on that worm. Once eagles come down on their prey, it's very fast. Like it can fly more than 20 miles per hour. And it's very loud, you can hear it. See, and that's because we have less ears to hear it. It's called the eagle process. So the two-thirds, it's like an owl. They can't hear it when the enemy's coming in. They can't see it because the owls hunt at night. But to us, we can see Esau as an eagle because it's very loud. We can hear him. And we can see him from a mile away, man. Because we really have the bird's eye view over him, man. We have the authority over him, man.
It's the spiritual that you mentioned, the owl, because the owl is one of the highest levels of understanding. You know, but that's why our people aren't owls, because they're on the level of a toad. You know, our people are on the level of a toad. So when you come to the truth, you start to grow. The highest level is the level of the dragon. You know, so you should strive to be on the level of the dragon. But our people aren't even on the level of an owl because they can't hear. Like the brother said, I'm saying an owl uses something called echolocation to hear what's around its surroundings. That's why the predators can't get them.
They hunt at night. And that's why a lot of the elect are likened to owls and dragons because we're hunting right now. And we're in the dark, like the brother said, gross darkness, the people we're in darkness right now, the nighttime. And we're hunting. Yeah, we're fishing, but really fishing is over. These people won't fucking, all these people won't die. See all these people are all dead. They're all dead. You know what I'm saying? We're hunting right now. And the form of our hunting is, we're basically like, we're acting like a plague. We're in disguise right now. We're acting like a plague, Esau. When we read 2 Ezra 15, where it says, what? I will no longer let them suffer for them to born land in Egypt, where they are, matter of fact, get that real quick.
Real quick, another characteristic of an owl that they can also see in the dark. You know? They got this special oil in his eyes that illuminates his eyes so they're able to see in the dark. They're able to see his prey in the dark. You know? So that's another special characteristic about the owl. You know? Especially that oil. You know? He got that special oil in his eye.
Esau don't like it. Esau don't like the quiet sound, man.
Hey, why are you recording me?
Agent provocateur.
Why are you recording this, man? So what?
I will bring them with a mighty hand and stretch out arms, and smite people with plagues as before, and will destroy the land thereof.
Right now, man. The horrible is the end of an unrighteous generation.
That proves to me that Egypt is America, because he smoked Egypt with the flame as before. He's going to smite Egypt with the flame as before. Why would it go again to smite Egypt again? He already did it once. Now he's going to smite the new Egypt. Where Egypt means bondage. Right? This is the land of bondage. The house of bondage is America. our big prison sentence. Scripture speaks about the captive exile seeking to be loosed out of his jail cell. You know, so this is one big jail cell. This is one big housing for the Israelites. One big prison sentence.
That's right.
Israelites. But like the prophet said, man, after 3.5 days, okay, then the children of Israel will start to raise up. Right? You know, so after those 350 years of staying in captivity in this place, then we started to understand where Israelites, started to understand the prophecy, and then the understanding was open. Right? And then Revelation 6 chapter 6, opened the seals of the book onto us to make a reveal, because in the time of 70 AD and all the seals weren't loose. Okay? We still had understanding that needs to be revealed. But now we understand all things. That's why you go to John 1 John 2:20 and said, "You have an unction from the Holy One, and you know all things."
Real quick about the plagues too, because Esau done added to the book. By Esau added to the book, the Most High is going to add on the plagues that are written in this book. What are those plagues? So the same plagues that happened in ancient Egypt, the same plagues is also going to hit on Babylon the Great, which is that new Egypt, which is the new Egypt over here. It's that evil over there.
And he took away from the book.
Exactly,
When he
took
took
away.
the Apocrypha.
So this is Revelations 22:18. For I testify unto every man that heareth the word of the prophecy of this book. If any man shall add unto these things, the Most High shall add unto him the plagues that are written in the book. And if any man shall take away from the word of the book of this prophecy, the Most High shall take away his part out of the book of life and out of the holy city and from the things which are written in this book. You know, that's the Most High. The Most High is gonna add on to the plagues, and if any man take it away, the Most High shall take away his part in the kingdom. Because that's gonna be Esau. Esau's part is gonna be taken away from him in the kingdom. He's not gonna take part in the kingdom. As like these other camps with teeth, such as GOCC, talking about Esau's gonna be ruling in the kingdom of heaven along us. You know,
Nonsense.
bullshit. Makes no sense. You know,
At all.
you know. That's why you're gonna end up dying along with Esau in his kingdom. You know, you're just gonna have to come back as a baby, get it right all over. You know, like, why would you even want Esau? All the shit that Esau done did to the nation of Israel, all the shit that he has done, you know, bearing false witness, you know, castrating us, killing us, sticking us with all kind of diseases, you know, pushing drugs in our community, you know. All this shit he's done, yet you still want this devil to rule alongside us in the kingdom. Makes no sense.
The scriptures say that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of heaven.
That's right.
And Esau is a carnal man.
That's
So
right.
how can he be in the kingdom of heaven with us? How can he be in the kingdom of heaven with us when he's carnal? He's all about carnality. He's all about, freakism.
Since thou hast not hated blood, let thou
Shall
even
be
put
smoothie, you know.
It shall be weighing at your doorpost.
That's right. You know. Like Esau's the devil, man. He's not gonna be. He's the devil.
Found out, man.
You already see that he's already destroying, polluting the air. You know, just setting up, going into laboratories, setting up vaccines that are already loaded with all kind of shit. You know, here it is. You're gonna send your kids to get vaccinated. You know, they're gonna make it mandatory. In order for your kid to go back to school, your kids to go back to school, they're gonna have to get vaccinated. But you don't even know what's in these vaccinations that they got. You know, and when you look it up, you see that they're adding baby fetuses, the HIV virus, you know, monkey genes and all types of bullshit that he's putting in these vaccines. You know, this man's the devil. He's got to go, man. No ifs, ands, or buts. He's got to be totally annihilated and exterminated off of the face of the earth. You know, that's his future, and there's not a damn thing you could do about it. You know. Talking to you Jakes out there that want to try to save Esau. Well, he can't be saved. His destination His destination is slavery, then his final destination is utter destruction.
I hope that another thunder, now that rain picked up, I hope the Lord thunders and lightnings, Lord willing, and he hits this church right here in front of us.
Oh,
And
yeah.
witnesses it go on fire. That'd be beautiful.
Huh.
You know, like that's rich. You talking about Nero and Trump earlier.
Yeah.
They blame it on us. They did it. They arsonists.
Hey, now that you said Final Destination, which made me think about the movie Final Destination. So in the movie Final Destination, you can't run away from death. Death was pursuing the people that was marked for death.
That's right.
And they couldn't run away. You know, they try to like avoid death and try to stay in their house, but
Drive
then
fast.
but then the damn they would like bake a piece of bread and then the toaster would kill him or something. You know?
Exactly.
So Esau can't escape his final destination like the brother said.
Nah, yeah, you can't cheat. You can't cheat. You can't cheat Yahweh Bashim life, man. Because the Most High is the one that kills and makes alive.
Because the Lord's faithful.
Yeah, he's faithful and true.
Faithful and true. He's not an adulterer or a cheater or he
Exactly.
doesn't allow people to cheat their way in.
Exactly. You know.
It's impossible for a Most High to lie.
Real quick. Isaiah 13 is going to what we just said. Isaiah 14 and 21. Prepare slaughter for his children. And that's what we're doing. We're preparing this up for the Lord. Because we're going to get first dibs.
That's right.
For the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. So I'll rise up against them, says the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name, and remnant, and son, and nephew, says the Lord. That's what shows you that Babylon and Esau even mixed in arms.
It's in the 2 and 6. The Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. The Lord maketh poor and maketh rich. He bringeth low and lifteth up. He raiseth the poor out of the dust, which he raising us, the poor out of the dust is confusion. Right? So lifting up the beggar from the dunghill. So are you looking for a better word for shit? Dunghill. What's a better word for shit? It's to set them among princes and to make them inherit the throne of glory. Right? Because when you go to what's that, Psalm 2 and 7, it says, ask of me and I shall give you the kingdom for thine inheritance.
Because the truth also in Psalm shall show iniquity, be established the throne of righteousness. Nah, man.
No mix. For the pillars of the earth are the Lord's. And he set the world upon them. And he will keep the feet of his saints. He will keep the feet of his saints, and the wicked shall be silent in darkness. For by strength shall no man prevail. But we're not going to prevail by the might of our hands. We can't take this devil down by our own, fighting him, to death. Because he has more artillery than us. So no man shall prevail. Like this brother like to say, the Lord has no, he always brings out that scripture. The Lord has no pleasure in the leg of man. He said, the adversaries of the Lord shall be broken to pieces. And out of heaven shall he thunder upon them. And the Lord shall judge the ends of the earth, and he shall give strength unto his kings, and exalt the horns of his anointed. He's going to give strength unto your outside. King, Lord, Prince of life. And he's going to come and rule the nations with a rod of iron. And like underneath him, King David, and underneath him, the elect of the nation of Israel. We're going to rule these nations, and you onlookers, people that pass by, we're going to rule over you too.
That's right.
Lord's will.
Real quick. Revelation 3 and 12. Him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my God. He shall go no more out, and I will write upon him the name of my God, and the name of the tree of my God, which is New Jerusalem.
They said you make a pillar. A pillar is something for stability. And you build a house, and you build a temple, you put pillars there. Stability. That's why you build Isaiah 33:6 saying, "Give you knowledge, so be the stability of thy time, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure." So that's why we're pillars in the house of the Lord. Because we're that stability for the house, the whole house.
Hey, what did Samson do when he was in the temple of the Philistines, or the Hamites? He what? He pulled down their pillars. And there was more enemies and demons of the Lord that died in that action that Samson did than in his whole life. Samson killed 1,000 Hamites, who was the Philistines. So his jawbone was an ass. He killed more in that time by sacrificing himself and even him dying, that proves those 9 tenets could also work because it says Lord kills the perfect and right. I mean the perfect and wicked, but you know it was righteous in the eyes of Samson. If Samson's eyes was gorged out, you know what I'm saying? But the Lord never left him just high and dry. He still had mercy on him to give him that power back to destroy his enemies, right?
But at the end of it, like, second, 1 Samuel 2:9, he will keep the feet of the saints, and the wicked shall be silent in darkness, for by strength shall no man prevail. So even though Samson was given the ability to take those pillars down, he still didn't prevail. You know, he died still. He didn't deliver himself by the strength. So that just goes to show you that even though Samson could take out 1,000 Philistines with a jawbone of an ass, he still couldn't deliver himself because eventually he still died. He didn't attain everlasting life by his strength.
Wisdom is better than weapons of war.
That's right.
But one sin destroys much good.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, through process of time, now we're living in the last days, and as a righteous man falls down 7 times, he gets back up to 8. You know, with that, when you look at the number 8, it's just, and they use that, they turn it like that, and use that for infinity, for like Christendom and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's Greek mythology.
Yeah, too, you thought, but like really, it's
all
talking about
Greek
the election of God's day. You know what I'm saying? We're about to reap of that gift, that present, that salvation that we've been searching for our whole past lives. Of being put to death and dying and so on and so forth. Now we're in the time of we might never die, man. You know? And that's glory. And like the brother said, it's not by strength or how much you can bring, how much you can kill. It's just it's a gift of God, man. You are saved by grace. It is a gift. It is not of your own doing. Like any man can boast.
Yeah, because we're gonna have everlasting life to be Hawashai. We're gonna have that everlasting life. So once we get delivered out of here, you know, Lord's will, you know, our bodies are gonna change. We're gonna change into that immortal body. You know? So we're gonna have everlasting life. Because that's what our Lord Yahweh Shai is coming to bring. He's coming to bring everlasting life to the elect.
They'll never die again.
Never die again.
Never fall to sin. Never fall to whoredom. Never fall to our enemies ever again. That's what it means when it says, "You shall never go in, or you shall never go out, or never go in again."
That's right.
Because we'll be with our Lord forever, man.
That's right. Forever and ever.
And the capital of the whole earth is gonna be Jerusalem. We're gonna rule the whole earth in righteousness, right? You know, but we're not even gonna have to leave Israel because we're gonna have servants that are do whatever we say at our bidding, man.
We're not gonna lift a finger.
We're really not gonna have to do anything because we have to really like think deep. Like, all right, you see how like Illuminati, like the Rothschild, even the Rothschild, even the names and the Edomite elites that you don't even see or know. You don't know them. You ain't seeing them. You ain't hearing them. Right? But they're controlling everything. And that's how we're gonna be in our Lord's kingdom. You know, you ain't really gonna see us. Like brothers be saying, oh, you won't see us on the money. Really, that's low level. That's low level too. We're gonna be higher than that. We're gonna be on Benjamin.
What's real money? Real money is this truth. You know, knowing the truth of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is the real money. That's the real treasure. Because the Lord said, lay ye not treasures upon the earth, but lay ye your treasures in the heavens where neither moth nor rust do corrupt, you know? All that, all that getting money, trying to, stack up on the FRNs, that's laying up treasures upon the earth. But the real money is His word, because right now, brothers are laying up their treasures, in heaven, where neither moth nor rust do corrupt.
It's about that. It's free on the way here. Talking about moths. Like moths, they're what's that word? Moths are basically they're like they lust after life. They lust after truth and light. They're attracted to it. Yeah. They can't help themselves. That's their kryptonite, moths, right? And like I said, don't stack your treasures on earth where moths can get at. You know?
Let me get that.
And that's how a lot of people are. They're like moths to Esau's illumination. To
That's right. Yep.
Luciferian light. You know? They can't get enough of it and they die, man. Their wings get cut off, they can't fly no more, or they just perish in the light, man. Blinded by the light. They get blinded by the light. They can't see the Lord, they can't see the prophecy, they can't see what's going on.
Every not oppressive.
He's one of his ways.
So let me get that after that. Matthew chapter 6, verse 19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust do corrupt, and where thieves break in through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust do corrupt, and where thieves do not break in through nor steal. For your treasure, for where your treasure is there where your heart is. Also, your heart be also. So like,
yeah. That's pretty. I got Jake by the just like eating my woman. He just snatched his hat away from her. And then she's like, don't steal that. And then, you know what I'm saying?
And that's the enmity between the seed of the woman and Esau.
yeah, that's right.
Isaiah 14:12 says, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? So, like what says in Luciferian, they're nothing but men. Right? And they're falling from heaven. They're falling from their position of leadership and power. When you go to Luke 10:18, it says, I beheld Satan fall from heaven.
As lightning. Wow,
As lightning.
hey,
As
talk
lightning.
about y'all about your time, man. Very true, man. Because when you read Isaiah 47:11, it's about how the British are bowels in America is not going to be able to rise from the punishment and plague will do for the 40. The plague and the punishment that will to the point right now. And they're not ever going to be able to rise from this, man.
That's right.
This is the time of their fall, man, and our rise. For the Lord has spoken.
Psalms 84. Verse 4 says, blessed are they that dwell in thy house. They will be still praising thee. Selah, so let it be. So blessed is the man whose strength is in thee, and whose heart are the ways of them.
Wait, real quick, in order to enter into the house, you have house rules, house laws. You know, some brothers out you can't come in the house, let's put the shoes off, or you can't come in. Even when we was in the world, man. Oh, hey, man, my dad, my mom, they don't like me, you can't come in here, so no one. You know what I'm saying? We was in the world, but even so much more in this truth now, man. You have to keep the house regulations, the house rules, man, in order to stay in the house, abide in the house. You know, the Lord said that, man. He said, the servant doesn't abide forever, but the house side abides in the house forever. We'll have to paraphrase and see some drawing on that.
1 Corinthians 14:42 says, and let all things be done decently and in order.
That's right.
You know? So there's an order to there's an order for everything. You know? Verse 7, Psalms 84:7. And they go from strength to strength. Every one of them in Zion appeareth before the Most High.
We're looking at.
And O Lord of hosts, hear my prayer, give ear, O power of Jacob. Behold, O power, O our shield, and look upon the face of thine anointed. For a day in thy courts is better than 1,000. And I had rather be a doorkeeper in the house of the Most High than to dwell in the tents of the wicked, of wickedness.
Right, so basically what David's been on the ball talking about is like, listen, I don't care if I'm opening the door and I'm not someone highly exalted. I just want to be in your house, because that's where peace is. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you have to be in this truth, humility, with humility, man.
Yeah, humility.
And who's the doorman of Esau's house? Mainly Negroes, mainly big. You know, Hispanic. They stand and open the door for Esau. That hotel right there, the Capri Plaza. You see a bunch of Negroes dressed up in a suit, you know, and opening Esau, carrying their bags. You know, but they're dwelling in the tents of wickedness.
Right.
For For the Lord's power is his sun and shield. And the Lord will give grace and glory. No good thing will be withholden from them that walk uprightly. And the Lord of hosts blessed is the man that trusted in you.
John 8. John 8 and 34. Yahushua answered them. Verily, verily, I say unto you, whosoever commits sin is a servant of sin. And the servant abideth not in the house forever, but the Son abideth forever. If the Son therefore shall make you free, ye shall be free indeed. So fuck Esau. Alright? If you want to come out here to praise our Lord, alright, come together. Alright? This peaceful protest, we're going to do so until he tries to stop this, man. You know?
Because eventually he's gonna end up stopping it anyway.
Of course.
Well, he can't stop anything.
They ain't gonna give him the instructions to.
Because, you know, at the end of the day, the Most High controls both sides. This is the Most High's program.
Yahweh's gonna give the information to
Yeah,
Yahushua.
exactly.
Yahushua's gonna go to his left hand side to his Satan, and then Satan's gonna go to his children, which is Esau, and then they're gonna make the move.
That's right.
You know, that's it.
And then that's when, on the right hand side, so Yahweh tries to make his move, you know, from the command of the Most High, the Father, you know, because the Most High is controlling both sides. And right now, Esau's time is up, you know, he's getting ready to go down, you know, and that's when we're going to be tested. In the midst of all this chaos, you know, our faiths are going to be tested. This is the ultimate test, is that ship. Because, you know, prophecy's got to be fulfilled, you know. These things must come to pass. All these things must come to pass. These things have to happen before we enter the kingdom, you know. So, y'all got anything else?
It says, rejoice evermore. Pray without ceasing, and every thing give thanks, for this is the will of the Most High, and the Mashiach Yahushua concerning you. Quench not the spirit, but despise not prophesying. Prove all things, and hold that which is good.
That's right.
So, hey, the
Praise
devil's trying to quench our spirit. He's trying to quench our spirit, and he's despising prophesying. Which this is when you go to 1 Corinthians 14 chapter, tell you to cut the prophesy. You know, to
That's
covet
right.
the prophesy means to what? To hold it. You know, to cherish the prophesy. You know, that's a great thing. But here's the devil trying to find every avenue that he can to hinder this truth.
That's right.
You know, but you can't stop it.
That's right. Scriptures talk about pray without ceasing. Because we're supposed to continue to pray and pray and pray. You know, pray for the downfall of Esau's kingdom. You know,
Hey,
pray for more faith. Yeah, come.
Elder Gabar, what do you say? Repetition is
He's the father of skill.
That's the father's skill. You know, that's why we constantly repeat. You know,
Hey, the sister in the Sirach, how the skillful man is hated by the rich.
that's right.
You know, we're skillful with this truth, and just in general, we're very skilled men. You know, hopeful life. I have a hopeful life. You know, Lord willing, we're positive life.
That's why Esau's constantly shutting down our channels. You know, giving us strikes. You know, striking down our channels.
Call on y'all watching us out for that.
Yeah, call up because that's, you know.
Stop you get paid hard. Man, it's for you to go harder, man. Make a new
Exactly.
channel
You know?
and go harder.
Yeah, that's the
Don't stop.
Yeah,
That's you putting prejudice in heaven.
exactly. That's to make you stronger. You know.
Right?
Because what doesn't kill
break-
you
right,
make you stronger,
Like when
right?
you're working out, you break
Yeah.
it down and then
Uh-huh.
you build yourself back up, and then that gains muscle.
Exactly.
That's why your
Muscle.
whole body, the next day.
So right now.
But it's good for you.
You know what I'm saying?
They say no pain, no gain.
Yeah, no pain, no gain. You know. That's why we gotta pray without ceasing. Because the more you pray, the stronger your faith builds. You know, you're building up that base, that muscle, you know, that faith. You know, faith increase even higher and higher.
You being a part of the will of the Most High.
Yeah, that's right. The Most High increases your faith. You know, the more you continue to pray, quench not the spirit. You know, that's how you quench not the spirit, by praying. You know what I'm saying? Staying on top.
The demons, the evil seducing spirits are hard to come into your temple in your mind.
That's right.
When you're praying all the time.
Exactly.
You know, when you're muting this world, like if, let's say you go to work, right? Let's say you're just meditating in your mind, you're praying, maybe you're listening to a video or brother. You
know what I'm saying? And you're trying your best to meet that the world, man, and what they're saying. Because this world can really suck you in and make you to, you know, like what you read earlier, Sirach, fall little by little. You contempt small matters, man. You fall little by little. You start saying things, you start listening to more rap and shit. Nothing wrong with listening to rap music, but like all the time is not good for your spirit. You should listen to more like Native American guy music, class music, you know what I'm saying? It's like hard, you know. Yeah, that's the spirit too. Yeah, that's the spirit too. Because I've been listening to a lot of jazz music, you know. Because what that does, it cleanses your soul, you know. It keeps your soul, you know. It keeps you in tune, you know. That's like, you know, just like when King Saul, when he had that evil spirit on him that jumped on him, you know, what did David do? He brought out that harp, started playing that music, pray that, you know, got that demon off of him.
Oh, that's why in the Revelation, you said that we were playing the harp. We had harps, you know?
Yeah,
because the harp is a symbolic instrument for the heaven. Yeah, that's right. It's a sweet sound to hear, you know? It's a nice, sweet melody, you know?
Yeah,
not like, that's why the music they're saying is that they're rock music. You know, well, because when you get some water and then you measure the vibrations of the water, it's totally different, you know what I'm saying? The movement of it. That's right.
So he's going to close up now.
So he that hateth to be reproved is in the way of sinners. He that feareth the Lord will repent from his heart. An eloquent man is no flaw in years, but a man of understanding knows when he slips.
Yeah, man of understanding knows that when he's slipping, you know. Because you know when you're slipping, you know. You know when you're going off, you know, because you can feel the spirit, you know. You can feel that, you know, in your conscience, that uneasiness, that disappointment. Yeah, come. Yeah, you know, that's how you know. It's that's wisdom. You know, to check it right. So, but anyway, with that, you know, we want to just give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the head apostles of Great Millstone at Ruwell. Peace and salutation to all the Yakim out there on the highways and byways, noising this word abroad all around the world through the spirit and power of our Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Brakathum to y'all brothers. Wam Yasha Allah and Abba Ball. Abba Ball. Woo! Oh.
Man, today was a fight and a half. Tail getting taken down, Steve.
Keep going till they drop me off.
You still recording?
Shalom. All praise go out for Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Ba'Shem Rakakwadash. You know, just leaving camp, you know, these cops really come passing us about, seeking whom they may devour. You know, but the angels got their eyes on them. It's like, a heavy camp, man, because all hell is really about to break loose. You know, all hell is getting ready to break loose, man. And every vision, everything's about to come to pass, man. You know, like the title of the video is "This Is It." You know, we went live. You know, I got a strike. They took down the video. It was really edifying too, you know, but we finished out strong. You know, his brother used this channel, you know, and you know, the Lord lightning and thunder from heaven, he roared, basically showing and confirming that he's happy with us, man, you know, but he's not happy with this world, man, you know.
Yeah, pretty much the reason why going back to the book of Ezra, Second Ezra, the 15th chapter, because wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth. Because the whole earth right now is polluted with wickedness. And that's why the Most High, he's fed up with this world. Because all you have in the world is nothing but complete wickedness, like total wickedness. Confusion, homosexuality, all types of abominable things that goes on in the society, This is why the Most High is angry, Scripture says that the Most High is angry with the wicked every day. And who's the wicked? The so-called white man. Esau, Edom, Mr. E. Because what is ultimately the Most High is angry with the wicked every day, because he done put his hands on us, which we represent Jacob, the nation of Israel. He done laid his hands on us. And not only that, he's destroying the earth. He's polluting the earth. He's destroying the earth with his philosophies, with his all these diseases that he's created in these laboratories, So pretty much the Most High is angry with the wicked. And ultimately, our Lord Yahweh Shai is coming back to take the wicked down. He's coming back to take Esau down for its wickedness.
So it's been a long time coming. That's why it's so tense and heavy right now, man. Like today was raining. It's gray. It's gloomy. And even Trump said it, man. Where you get that? Like everyone says it, a light at the end of the tunnel. But he said that about America, man. But really, there's no light at the end of the tunnel for this place. The only light at the end of the tunnel is for the elect out of this place.
That's right. Pretty much the only light they're gonna see is that thermonuclear missile coming from the sky, destroying their kingdom. That's the light he's talking about.
That's heavy. We all gonna see that light, because you say the righteous shall be scarcely saved.
Yeah.
See, so that's the light at the end of the tunnel. At all this darkness, but only the elect is gonna be saved. Everyone else is gonna be burnt up in it.
Yeah, everybody else is gonna die. Because the Lord is coming for the elect in 1/3. The children of the prophets, the wives of the prophets, the friends of the prophets, the elect in 1/3. But 2/3, you 2/3, and all your other nations will be destroyed by way of thermonuclear fire. Because that's that future right there.
That made me so happy, man. When I heard the Lord roar from heaven, man, that really made me happy, and it really comforted me. And like the Lord's really about to get busy,
That's right.
He's with us, man. We're giving all praises, Lord Alfei, Howell, Bashim, Yahushai, Bashim Makakodash, the lost our elders and apostles. I say straw, you like men out there, scattered abroad, put up these sacrifices, man. Now more so than ever.
All praises and glories due to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Makakodash. His name is worthy to be praised. You gotta send up the prayers. Keep prayed up. That's where I at this thing.
No time.
Say shalom, just a quick thought, final thoughts actually, at the end of camp.
Final thoughts, so this is it.
That's right.
So, finish event.